welcome to the talk show Allowed to Talk. And tonight I want to talk about the month of January. Now, January is my birth month and my husband's birthday too. January 20th for him and 22nd for me. And then our wedding anniversary. We'll be married 44 years on January 13th. So it's a month to celebrate the new year and then all these things going on. And we just had settlement on our house, and our electric company there in southwest Missouri snapped off our electric at like 7:20 in the morning, 7:20 a.m. When we said we wanted it till the 30th, I thought it would be on until midnight on the 30th. And then they didn't set up the person buying our house for electric and said she had to wait till January 3rd. So a little bit upsetting, and now there's a problem with our payoff of our HELOC, home equity line of credit. And I don't know yet till tomorrow because they called me back and I was outside, out back with our dog, and I didn't take my phone. They called me back right before 5 o'clock, and they close at 5, so I called back at like 5:01, and they had their voicemail saying their office is closed. And now if something wasn't signed that we were supposed to sign for the payoff of the HELOC to Arvest Bank, and they send it to Lowell, Lowell, Arkansas, where Arvest Bank headquarters is now, do we have to drive a 10-hour drive back to sign something? Or are they going to do it electronically? Or can we do like, what's that called now? Like, where you photocopy it. It's called something, and man, my mind's so like I'm trying to get all this stuff done, and it's such a headache. And it seems like, well, Arvest admitted they made a mistake when they gave me my new debit card and they didn't change the expiration date in their records. So some of the stuff I tried to pay wasn't going through because the debit card still online on their record had, even though my card said my expiration date was whatever, it wasn't showing as that. So a couple of the payments I made to the electric company, I'm even losing what that's called because it was Empire, and now it's the electric company is, maybe God has me not remembering it for a reason, but they have acted like it's an act of God or act of Congress, whatever you want to call an act of lunatic, to get the electric turned back on, when years ago you could just transfer the bill to someone else's name because they're the new owners of the house. And there we are trying to get everything still in the U-Haul because our closing was at 9 a.m. But the new girl moving in, I wanted her to have electric. And they acted like we're the idiots, and they make no mistakes. Now is that what's going to happen with this settlement company that we went through? And are we going to owe more interest? I don't know what she called me back for, because she said everything was taken care of, that Arvest and Lowell, Arkansas got it signed. Well, they didn't sign. She said they just got a message that they received the check or whatever it was. I thought they would just send it electronically, but no, they got a check. And she said it was received yesterday, Tuesday morning at 8:32 a.m. And then I talked to the girl at the bank at Arvest in Webb City, and she said she doesn't know nothing about it, and that if it's coming through, she'll email them down there in Lowell, Arkansas, and then it should be all taken care of by tomorrow after 2 o'clock, because of the holiday, for the New Year holiday, which they have that Monday too. It's all backed up, but that's not our fault. The payoff was supposed to be for today. Today's the 4th, and that's the 4th. All the interest was added to the 4th. Now, if someone didn't do their job, do I have to pay an extra day, another day of interest? I shouldn't have to. Now she calls me back, and she doesn't say why. She just says, give me a call back. So now I have to spend the evening wondering, well, sleep hopefully. Who knows, though, the way my mind sometimes just dances. My mind will dance all night long about this. She didn't say the reason. She just said call her back as soon as I can. But then when I called her back at 5:01, the office is closed at 5. So, with the settlement company, so I can't talk to her now till tomorrow morning when they open at 8 o'clock, I think it is. So, yeah. Are there any people that do a good job anymore? I don't know. And yeah, people make mistakes and things happen, but none of them want to say they did anything wrong. Well, Arvest did. They said, "Oh, we're so sorry because the coder or whatever, the person that typed in your expiration, they were supposed to change your debit card's expiration date to the new date, and they didn't. So now it's been rejecting payments. So yeah, nobody's perfect. I agree, but so far, Liberty Electric, I remembered it, acts like they do nothing wrong because they got you by the gonads. It's the only company there in that town, and you have to go with them. Like years ago, you could go with different companies, and they treat you better, and they would just put the bill in. If you're moving at noon and the new person's moving in at 1 or whatever, noon or whatever, agree to a time, and then they would just take over the electric bill. None of this shutting it down and then acting like you need to act to Congress. You got to resubmit a form if you want to turn your electric back on, and that's going to take till the 2nd of July. Oh my gosh, I'm such a mess right now. That's going to take till the 3rd of January now, because the 2nd's our holiday. Our time off is more important than you, the individual, and we don't care if it is 4 below, which it wasn't. The temperatures were in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, but the weekend before that, they were 4 and minus 12 wind chill factors. But you can just freeze to death, or your pipes can freeze, and we don't really care. We're the mighty, mighty Liberty Electric. Just a pain that a pill can't reach. Now I'm going to Florida, and my husband's best friend, well, he was our maid of honor. He wouldn't like if I said that. It's an accident. Sorry, anyway, if he watches this. His best man was, not supposed to. They came down last year, and we had such a good time in Florida with them. They're not coming now, so it's just going to be me and my husband and his older brother and his brother John, which is married to my sister too, my other sister. And so then his sister has a party, and his other brother's coming down too, Bill. My husband's name's Tim. So yeah, and their younger brother passed away when he was 60, about a year ago now. In fact, I think it is, he died in early January, so it is about a year. Might have been a year today. So I don't have to look forward to Mike and Denise being down there. Our best man in our wedding. And I just don't. And then his nephew is a mess with his wife, who was married before and has 2 sons, and they have 2 daughters, and she's accused my husband's nephew of all kinds of stuff and I'm afraid of her because she's such a manipulator. I thought she was such a sweet person. I thought I could tell those people, like, right away that they're manipulators, but I couldn't. Now I'm afraid of her. I don't want to be around her down there. So my trip to Florida is going to be a real pain. So when is it going to be like it was years ago when people were trustworthy and honest and admitted if they made a mistake? Well, they hid stuff too back then. They denied they did stuff when you blatantly could see they made the mistake, or the kid looked just like you. You can't say it's not your kid. Now they have DNA tests to see who is the father of the child. So yeah. And then she has a party, like I said, his sister, my husband's sister, has a party for their birthday. The one brother, one older brother, he's not the oldest, but one older, his is the 18th of January, and then my husband's is the 20th of January. But mine's the 22nd of January, and am I supposed to say, hey, my birthday's the 22nd? Can you say donkey assholes? I'll say it. I don't know. It's just so dumb the way people are. Don't get upset. Don't be mad. Don't be hurt. Just let it go. Just ride it out. It'll work out in the end. Even if you have to pay a couple more days interest, they act like it's your fault and you just have to pay it. Although when you owe something to them, they immediately show it. Even on New Year's Day, it showed that you had a amount pending on your account if you tried to spend money. They want their money right away. It just seems unfair the way things have been going with this. I just can't hardly wait to call her back tomorrow morning, the girl from the settlement company, to find out what it is now. So yeah, I didn't get to dance today much. I was out in the yard running around with the dog, so I had fun there, but I hope I get to dance again soon. Whether it's on a cruise or just in my kitchen, or I guess I can dance right now if I wanted to. I'm going to do the dishes soon right here in this kitchen where I'm living now when I'm not traveling on the road. So let's dance. Just crazy, that's all. It's always me. I'm the nut bag. I'm the crazy one. So just hope you're having a wonderful day and that you will just keep on dancing.